had my girls, twins were really quite rare. And then when mine were at primary school, there were maybe one, sometimes two sets of twins within the whole school. And so they were still quite a rarity. And I was chatting to somebody earlier this week, actually, and she was saying that in her school now, they're 10 a penny. There are so many of them. So, yes, it's definitely changing even in this country.
All right, I'm going to turn to India and Georgia now very quickly. And being twins, and I apologise for this because I'm going to do exactly what I'm asking you, you must get asked endless questions about what it's like. What sort of stuff do you get asked?
We do, don't we? We get all sorts, really. That a lot of people tend to say, like, oh, how do you tell the difference? Which to us seems like a silly question because obviously we know, like, we're so different, but people struggle to tell the difference between us. It's got a little bit easier as we've got older, but that's like the most common thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so. Also, people love to know, have we ever tried to be each other for a day?
Yeah.
That's a very popular question as well.
Well, have you?
I think we tried to trick Mum and Dad once.
Didn't work.
When they came back from work by switching pyjamas. But yeah, that didn't work, so we didn't try again.
I'm just going to pick up on something there you said about being similar. People make this assumption of treating you as one unit rather than different people. That must get irritating at, should we say, presents time. You know, do they buy identical presents? Do they not look at you as different people?
I think when we were younger, that was probably the case, but definitely as we've got older and, you know, our good friends know us both inside out and know that exactly what to get us and get us separate presents. So I think as we've got older, that's definitely changed.
It definitely does get easier as you get older because you can you become different, so you can make your own decisions. You can kind of dress differently, change your looks and stuff a little bit. So it is a little bit easier to do things like that as you get older.
Mum, Sarah, I'm just wondering, because we're getting more twin pregnancies, do you feel that the right support is there? Did you have the right support, even when it comes to shopping for twins?
Well, I could tell you some horror stories, but one of the things that was a real lifesaver for me was the listening service that the Twins Trust has, which is basically you know, if you really just need an answer to a question or you're stressed out of your head, you can phone up and ask them a question, and they're on call not 24/7, but every single day during the week. And I was a twin line listener for many years, still a twin line listener, because that service had helped me so much when mine were little, when I was just at breaking point and wanted to speak to somebody who knew what I was going through, because all the listeners are twin parents themselves.
Sarah, I'm just going to stop you there because I want to throw one last question to the twins, and it's basically a yes or no. Does it matter who was born first? Is it a big deal?
Yes, it is, definitely. We have regularly.
Okay, India and Georgia and Sarah, thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
And don't forget that you can get in touch with the team on Twitter.